The 68th General Assembly of the Jewish Communities is a great show of support in Israel of almost 4,000 delegates from around the world, side by side, with raising issues that the diaspora Jewish communities are tackling these days. The President and CEO of the Jewish Federations of North America, Jerry Silverman, admits he is thrilled that so many delegates decided to attend the Jerusalem Assembly.
To be here together to discuss the biggest challenges and issues is truly a privilege of the Jewish Federations organizations. We believe in the concept that Kol Yisrael Arevim Zeh B'Zeh, that we have a responsibility for Jews everywhere. Israel's at the center of who we are, so to say it's Israel only, it's something that we deeply care about. So I would say that that's meta issue. Geopolitical second issue, it's our connection to Israel as a diaspora Jewish community, our connection to our Jewish identity long term, and Israel's connection to the diaspora.
Michael Siegel, who serves as chairman of the Jewish Federations of North America, says the purpose of the General Assembly meetings are ever-changing, and today we see the Jewish leaders planning ahead about how to keep the Jewish communities alive and thriving for years to come.
We're talking about whether the younger generations are connecting it with the same relevancy that we have in the past. So we're looking at issues around marriage, much like Israel. We're looking around whether or not we're going to have a sustainable and vibrant Jewish community 50 years from now. So the narratives are changing, which is we don't have to build a Jewish country anymore. It's built. So we have to figure out a new narrative for the younger generation that says this is how we're going to sustain ourselves with a vibrancy in an American narrative that basically promotes independence, strong American independence, versus the collective that we are as a Jewish people.
European Jewish Parliament member Ruben Ohayon attended the GA with a group of delegates from 20 European countries who discovered that the issues of the Jews in Europe are not very different from the ones in the US.
The question of the security of Israel concerns all the communities around the world because we're all connected. One thing that came out of this conference was that we're all one big family, whether you're in the USA, Europe, Africa, wherever you are. So the issues of assimilation, anti-Semitism, and security of Israel are important to all of us, and this is what we're discussing.
The former Israeli Consul General in Los Angeles, Ehud Danok, claims the dialogue between the Jews of the diaspora and Israel has dramatically changed as Israel has become a country that doesn't have to beg anymore.
Israel is very strong. Also economically, you hear almost in every panel here that the situation in Israel is very good. And to be with the leadership of the Jewish community in the United States today, here, it's, I believe, discussions which are with great importance for the Jewish people, not necessarily fundraising, money, or issues which took place in the past much stronger.
Although the GA happens annually, the Jewish Federations of America is making good on a pledge to hold the assembly every 5 years in Jerusalem, a tradition they have been upholding for the past 20 years. For Jane 1, I'm Ron Jacobson at the GA in Jerusalem.